All right, for those of you who are ready to clean up for the day, there are some important things that you need to know. First, if you have a rolling pin and some rolling boards, those need to be put away where you found them. And I'm very concerned about these rolling pins rolling out of their space and the rolling boards getting cracked or split. So let's make sure we put them away safely where we found them. Also, the hand tools. The hand tools that you use have a lot of clay on them. Even if they don't, it's always a good idea to make sure that the cleanup people have the chance to rinse them off. So you're going to take all of your hand tools and you're going to place them in the clay tool cleaning bin, setting them in gently. If you have slip, which you should, the slip returns back to the slip area where you retrieved it. Also, you need to make sure any extra clay scraps are given back to the person who's collecting for us today. Those clay scraps are going to be used, so please don't squish them into balls. Make them nice and flat. Don't make them into mush. Your container or your animal sculpture, any of the sculptures you're working on, those sculptures need to be put into a clay bag. So our clay bags are located here. The clay bag looks like this. It has a little bit of dust in it, so be careful. You're either going to place the entire board and sculpture inside, or you're going to place just the sculpture inside, wrap it up, and put it on the board. We always want to know whose sculpture it is. Now, if I left it like this, all the air is going to get inside, and my sculpture is going to be a rock when I get it back. So please make sure you do everything you can to tuck and secure. This goes into the area that our class stores their sculpture. One more time. You get a clay bag. The clay bag has a little bit of dust in it, so be careful. You're either going to place the whole thing into the bag or just the sculpture part safely into the bag, depending on how delicate your sculpture is. Wrap it up so that no air gets inside. Set it on the board that has your name and walk it over and place it in the cupboard for our class. Any trash goes in the trash can. And the canvas, very careful. Remember when we got the canvas out at first? We had to be careful about how we opened it up or even carried it over. So you want to fold it up gently. There's a lot of clay dust in this, and I like breathing, so let's not get the clay dust into the air. Fold it safely and carry it just like this back over to where you got it from. Sometimes there's a person collecting the tools, and I'll let you know when that might be. Otherwise, it's your responsibility as a partnership to put away your tools. The only thing that will get rid of clay dust on a table is water. So when you have the chance, grab a sponge, rinse it, squeeze it out, and then go to your table and wipe it off safely so all the dust goes away. If there are any little pieces of clay, place them in the slip bucket if they're tiny dry pieces. Otherwise, give them to the scrap collector. Thank you. That's a good cleanup. Now your hands can be washed as a partnership or as a class. When I see that most everyone has finished cleaning up, there's no hand washing until the room is clean. The clay tool cleaning people or the tool collectors, they're going to make sure all the tools are in here. They're going to add water and they're going to sift them around the best that they can. If there's time, they're going to sift them and clean them and place them on the counter to dry. Otherwise, we let them stay in the nice warm water. If you have any other washing responsibilities, as in the sink, or you are a custodian, make sure you get the sponges and the broom. The sponges clean off the counter, and the broom sweeps up all of the excess that we might have on the floor. There shouldn't be any, but just in case. That's a good clean room.